a white supremacist went into a Sikh temple and shot 6 individuals. And at that moment, I realized like something really had to be done. And if you're Sikh, or even if you're not Sikh, if you're just part of the Indian community, you realize that there's a lot of misconceptions about who we are and what our values are and things like that. And I felt like we needed to rectify those things in order to deal with a lot of the issues that we're dealing with. Common misconceptions is that we're anti-American, and again, it's largely driven by the visual of what we look like. If you're a Sikh, you know that people perceive you like this, but you also know what you actually believe. People had to live with that dichotomy without knowing that there was a major outlet to resolve it.
My sports journey began, while I was in diapers still in the sport of Olympic wrestling. My father wrestled before me, and he was my coach ever since I was in diapers. I'd follow him around while he was still training. I'd go to his tournaments, watch him compete, all that. I jumped in headfirst into the MMA, mixed martial arts, with the goal of being a UFC champion. There's great responsibility that comes when you represent a minority community coming from an immigrant family. We had many challenges, and then I was told, you never forget where you come from, and you're going to be great and you're going to make it. And when you do make it, you make sure you shed light on what we are as a people.
There were very, very few people that I could basically look up to that basically looked anything like me.
There's something in seeing somebody who looks like you.
There is.
Yeah.
Embrace who you are, embrace being different, and I think we need more of that in the world. We take that opportunity to educate and connect, and now we're going to have a fantastic event on fight night to educate people what the turban's about, what Visakhi's about. But what happens in the cage, I've been doing since I was in diapers. I will take care of it.
Here is a Sikh who comes to this town to celebrate Vaisakhi in his own way.
So Vaisakhi was the birth of our religion and the birth of the turban. I think that's where our identity as Sikhism was founded. And for people to automatically identify the turban with being a Sikh, especially after 9/11, I think really helps change some of those perceptions that people may have.
The Indian population is 1.25, and there never has been a person who could rise up to that kind of situation to take this challenge.
I think it's an amazing thing that we've never seen, at least I haven't seen in my lifetime, and especially for my 2 little boys who are 4 and 5, for them to look at someone that has the same color skin as them, has the same values and morals as them, and see that that's an opportunity or an option for them is amazing.
On top of that, it's another matter of pride for us that he also happens to be a Sikh. And he decided to promote turban, which is one of the hallmark way of identifying a Sikh.
I hope they see the turban as a symbol of someone that would stand up for injustice against anyone. To know that someone that's wearing a turban is there to protect them and help them in so many different ways. 2 out of 3 turban kids get bullied in schools, and so I have 2 little boys, and the likelihood of that is that they are going to have to face some challenges, and so maybe it means for one little Sikh boy that doesn't have to deal with someone calling them a name.
The purpose of the campaign was really to help people understand the values of the Sikh community, mainly gender equality, racial equality, and religious tolerance. In 2017, there was more positive articles written about Sikhs and the South Asian community in general, and it was directly due to the campaign. It's really important to promote people like Arjan, a UFC fighter. Because I knew when I was growing up, I was taking Taekwondo classes, and I would go, and there was no Indian or Sikh fighters, and while I was in class, I had to pretend I was Goku from Dragon Ball Z instead of like someone like Arjan. But if I was 10 years old today, and I was going to Taekwondo class, and I learned about Arjan, that's who I'd pretend to be. I want to introduce my now friend, Arjan Singh.
My family's roots come from Pind Bhullar, close to Nakodar in Jalandhar, and I was born in 1986 in Richmond. First Indian to represent Canada internationally. I won a gold at the Commonwealth Games. I always wanted to use my platform to be able to use that voice and not only tell that story but connect with people like yourself in the community. Purpose is very important to me in life. That purpose is what gets you up in the morning, what gets you through the hard workouts when your body's hurting. Purpose is what gets you through the hard competitions when you're ready to break, maybe when you're teetering. And I think I have more purpose than anybody out there. I told them I got to fight. It's going to be in Glendale. It's on Vasaki. I don't want to just fight there and leave. We got to be able to use this opportunity to do something bigger so we can tell our story and control the narrative how we want to tell it, which is what excites me.
I feel so blessed when I knew that, you going to the ring wearing a turban to representing our Sikh in the international market in the UFC. And I want to tell you that because I lost my two brothers because of the turban. And you take those turban to the ring and show the world we are Sikh. We are the part of America. We are the part of this world. And when I knew that you're doing that, it's opened my heart to take that platform and show the world we are the part of this whole world and whole this community.
For a man who's met so many challenges, lost someone so close to him, to still have a smile on your face and come out like this, many people close off and they forget about life.
Yeah.
So I feel your emotions. And I connect with you for that, and that's why I have to do what I have to
do. Is he going to win?
Oh, hell yeah. He's undefeated. 7-0. I'm going on 8-0.
We are here at the Fox Studios, and we're going to do some live TV promo for the upcoming fight. Good thing I don't mess up. I'm always on point. No problem. Live TV. We'll knock it out.
Our friend here, Arjan, is an advocate for the Sikh religion, and he'll be wearing a turban into the ring during next month's fight.
I grew up in a traditional Sikh family. Our belief system is very open. We believe in equality, freedom for all, doesn't matter any gender, caste. All throughout history, we've been fighting for that as a people. So it was important for me to represent where I come from and what my people are about. That was awesome. Good morning, Arizona. That went well. Anita and Ty, it was a great platform. Here at the Phoenix Sun shoot around, so grateful. Coach and the organization showed me some love here. These guys are the best at what they do. They're in the NBA. So, I try to pick as much as I can from them. What allows them to be successful at a high level.
Arjan was invited here, and we got to tag along. I'm a huge basketball fan. I'm a big LeBron fan because I'm from Cleveland, and we're excited the opportunities that Arjan is bringing to the Sikh community.
It was great to be here, represent the UFC, represent my community and my team, and get ready a month out for my fight. Really lets me kind of visualize what the city's gonna be about, and these players are gonna be there. So get me ready for that. It's been amazing. This is what awareness is about, right? Gerwin's here. We're here. We're talking about it, and they're going to be there fight night, so they'll know exactly what's up. So it's exciting.